RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Macias Insurance, professional, independent insurance agents. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else. Toyota, let's go places. Visit www.buyatoyota.com.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Roxana Park, Shells and Explorers today. It's boys baseball. We have sunshine, still cool temperatures around the Riverbend, but there will be some baseball and softball today for the Riverbend teams. Marquette and Roxana moving this game from Gordon Moore Park to Roxana Park. And with Louis Korak, Brent Birkeland here with you to get ready for this Riverbend showdown. Not a conference showdown anymore, but still a fun one, Shells and Explorers, Louis.
And it's weird because I did ask you what their conference records were. And that's kind of a force of habit when these two teams play, but not the case anymore. It is a bit different with Marquette now in the Prairie State and Roxana still in the SCC. It's a non-conference game, but rivals nonetheless.
And Roxana and Marquette battling here today. Again, the game moved to Roxana Park, but the Shells a little bit used to that. Not too long ago, they hosted Southwestern here, and they were the road team. Well, they host on their home turf Marquette here, and they're the road team again. Marquette, the home team officially for this ball game here today. Shells and Explorers coming up. We'll get to it in just a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Timeout! Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, coach.
American Family Insurance.
Back at Roxana Park today, we're in Shell Country. Again, the game moved from Gordon Moore Park, where they were not able to get the diamond ready with more rain yesterday and last night. But here at Roxana, the Shells and Explorers get ready for baseball. Louis Korak and Brent Birkeland with you. Our engineer, Mike Montgomery, this afternoon. And the Shells are the road team, originally scheduled as a Marquette home game. So Briggs, Foss, and Martz, the top three in the order. Wallace, Todd, and Palin, the middle three in the batting order. Then Hartnett, Hargrave, and Skiff. And they will face the right-hander, Carter Hayden, right-handed pitcher who has a record of 3-0. The pitcher for Roxana will be Nelson Martz. Both pitchers have ERAs of about 1.5, and that's it.
So first 1 to 2 wins, is that what you're saying?
First 1 to 1.5 wins today.
I like the sounds of that, though, because we'll probably only be here for, about $1.15, maybe an hour and a half, tops.
Two good pitchers around the strike zone. 158, the ERA for Martz. Hayden taking his warm-up tosses. And Hayden, a 140 ERA. He has a record of 3-0, and he gets ready to face Jordan Briggs, and we will be underway here this afternoon in the 4 o'clock hour.
A little different, again, at Roxana, but they will step to the dish first here to get this thing going.
Coach Nathan Smay talking before the game about being the road team on his home stadium here again, and hit by a pitch, the first pitch, up and in to Jordan Briggs. Looked like it may have gotten the bat too, but got his left arm first, and that's the way the game begins.
Well, you don't see that too often, but first pitch, first base runner, a hit by pitch. I don't know if I've ever seen the start of a game go that way, but we have that here today.
Now right-hander Chance Foss will take a strike inside corner between the belt and the knees, down and in for a strike call. As we get underway, about 4:25, throw over to first, and Briggs gets back diving in. Martz will be next. Levi Wallace batting fourth for the Shells, who have 7 wins, 7-12 their record. So game number 20 for Roxana.
Well, you're just looking to do whatever you can to get back to the 500 mark. I mean, it's been a rough go of it early on here in the year for Roxana. But you'd like to be playing your best baseball as you head into the postseason, and I won't be too far away here.
Here's a bunt up the first base line a little bit here as Hayden will throw it to the first baseman Miller, and that will be a 1-3 put out on the sacrifice bunt. Briggs to second. Here comes Martz.
Well, that tells you a little bit right off the bat. Nathan Smay's thinking if you're going to get an opportunity to get at this pitcher, and both pitchers really with low ERAs, try to move those runners along, get them in the scoring position, because you never know. Runs may be at a premium here, so get them while you can.
Marquette in the field, top of the first. Here's Nelson Martz wearing number 4. Martz will chop one to third. Third baseman looks the runner back, throws across for the out. Briggs at second with 2 down now.
First pitch swinging and had something to hit. We'll see if the batters for Roxana continue going forward with that philosophy and thinking, maybe thinking that Hayden's going to try to get ahead with a first pitch strike, so why not go after it? But then again, you got to like that if you're Marquette, keeps his pitch count down as long as the defense can make the plays behind him.
6 RBIs for the cleanup man here, Levi Wallace. A lot of speed in that cleanup spot. 3 players in double digits in RBIs. He has 6 runs batted in. And he'll take one at the knees, strike 1. Wallace, the center fielder, to be followed by Austin Todd. Todd for Roxana waiting on deck, first base side. He has 10 RBIs on the year on deck. Hayden, long look, and the batter calling time. Pitcher stepping off, and with 2 outs, runner at second base. No score as we're just underway. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter, and they will throw one in on his hands a little bit there and jammed him up the first base line. Foul ball. Right-handed batter, Levi Wallace. Roxana girls, no game today. They're out there practicing on the diamond, not on the infield. It's got a lot of water standing on the infield dirt, but they're out in the outfield working out in the batting cages for softball. Here at Roxana Park, swinging a ground ball off the pitcher's glove. Shortstop will grab the ball and hold it, and now Briggs falls down between third and home. A high throw, and Briggs will score. He got caught off the bag at third, and then a bad throw, and Wallace goes to second. The Shells have a gift run.
Boy, Marquette should have been out of the inning, and you're right, it is a gift run, and just not a good throw there. They had him easily out at home, and when you take it for granted like that, sometimes you tend to airmail it a little bit, and you kind of lob the ball in there instead of just throwing a strike in there, and that's what you had from Holtz there, and he sailed that one way over the head of Schrank, and Briggs, who overran the bag there, winds up getting himself a run and gets the Shells on top.
And it looked like Holtz thought he had to hurry that because when he first grabbed the ball, he made a swipe tag at third, but Briggs was already long gone, so made a blind tag there. So once he made the swipe tag at third, was spinning around, then he flipped it home and way high over the catcher's head. 1-0,
better off just putting that ball in your pocket. But again, they could have been out of the inning, and it's just a mistake, and it winds up costing them and gets the Shells on top quickly here.
Austin Todd, left fielder for Roxana. Right-handed batter with a runner at second again. And this one is low and maybe off the plate outside. Designated hitter Jake Palin will be next. He bats for Kyle Roberson, the first baseman today. So Palin, the DH. And the next pitch, up and in for a ball, and there's 2 on, 2 out. That's a walk.
4-pitch walk. And an opportunity here for the Shells to maybe do a little more damage here. And again, you'd mentioned that both pitchers with ERAs under 2. This could be a big spot for Roxana to try to tack on a few more.
Left-handed batter Jake Palin will foul one back here to the screen. Palin, the DH once again, and Jake with a couple of RBIs this year. He's batting 6th in the order today. Where's number 2? Here's the pitch. Ground ball to first. First baseman Miller will smother it, and he'll step on the bag to end the inning. The Shells leave 2, but they get a run in the first, in the top of the first. The Shells 1, the Explorers coming up. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Do you, Kasasa? Do you have a free checking account that pays you cash? Cash like greenbacks, cash like, I'm Johnny, cash like this. The massive interest you get just for putting your money into a free Kasasa account. Kasasa. A new word for a checking account that liberates you with no minimum balance and ATM refunds from sea to shining sea. Do you know where to get more cash? If you Kasasa, you do. Do you Kasasa?
Don't just bank. Kasasa, only available at America's finest community banking institutions.
Back at the ballpark here, Shell Country today. Roxana scoring in the top of the first. They are the visiting team. This was originally scheduled to be played at Gordon Moore Park, a Marquette home game. So the Explorers still the home team. And their batting order looks like this. Holtz, Fisher, and Schrank up top. Ferguson, Senior, and Miller, the middle 3 in the order. Then Hofert, Hayden, and Peterball, the bottom 3 for head coach Joe Silkwood and the Explorers.
Well, they gave up an unearned run there in that inning, and see now getting back at it here offensively. Again, the home team try to get it back.
And Martz throws low and in to Danny Holtz, and we're underway in the bottom of the first inning. Here in Roxana, sunshine, but again, the temperature barely 50 degrees.
50?
Be in the 40s soon enough.
Oh, I was thinking it was barely 40.
Just feels that way. It's that kind of spring, you know. Here's another pitch. Swing and a cue shot up the first base line. First baseman Roberson will pitch it to Martz, the pitcher, 1 out.
Yeah, not the best of swings on a favorable hitter's count at 2-0, but right off the end of the bat and harmlessly up the right side, and an easy first out for Martz.
Holtz is out number 1, and that will bring in Brogan Fisher hitting .404, second best on the team. Schrank leading the team at .419 batting average. And it's strike 1 to Fisher here. Schrank is on deck. Then Jeffrey Ferguson, now the cleanup man. Of course, he was the leadoff man for a long time, the last year and a half, really, almost every day. Here's a roller to third, bobbled a little bit, throw to first, the tag there too, and out. Third to first, 2 down.
Throw a little bit offline there. little closer towards the catcher, but right on line, so pretty easy for Roberson to catch and apply the tag.
Basically all in one motion there, and that'll bring in the leading hitter for Marquette, Nick Schrank. As he digs in from the right side, wearing number 10. And he will take ball 1. Roxana with a win on Monday. They beat Carlinville 5-4. Here's a chopper to third. Foss has that one too, and he throws him out at first. Third to first it goes again. 1-2-3 for the Explorers. We played 1 inning. Shells lead Marquette 1-0. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
Marquette and Roxana, boys baseball today. Riverbend battle here. Z1570 salutes today's business of the day. Dick's Flowers in Wood River. And now again in Alton on East Delmar, just off the Parkway. Committed to offering you the finest in florals. That's Dick's Flowers in Wood River and Alton, our business of the day. Marquette back to the field. Second inning now, and Roxana. First pitch swinging once again, and Matt Hartnett, Matt Hargrave, and Randy Skiff, the bottom 3 in the batting order here, and Hartnett fouls it back, strike 1. 1-0, Roxana after 1 inning. Shells get a run in the first off of Carter Hayden, and Hayden back to work here in the second inning. Right-handed batter wears number 3, and another pitch on the way. Swing, a little pop, foul ball, and it's up the first base side, drops foul.
I don't anticipate a whole, even though really virtually have not a lot of wind here today, I don't anticipate a whole lot of balls being driven with any kind of authority here today.
Here's the next pitch. And it's up high for a ball. We've already seen a lot of ground balls. 3 of them for Marquette, 3 ground outs. When they went 1-2-3 in the first inning. This one is low in the dirt, and 3-2, a full count to Roxana's leadoff hitter in the second inning. Head coach Nathan Smay down at third for the Shells. 3-2, payoff pitch, ground ball up the middle, right over the second base bag into center field as Hartnett was ready for that 3-2 down the middle.
Well, Hayden had got ahead of him and then fell behind trying to nibble around the corners and throwing inside, which isn't a bad thing, but once he went full, Hartnett was able to sit on something and he took it right back up the middle for Roxana's second hit of the game.
And now Carter Hayden of Marquette will face Matt Hargrave of Roxana. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Roxana with a runner at first, a leadoff single. They get their leadoff man on again in the top of the second inning. Strike 1 to the Roxana catcher.
I just tend to think on days like this when it is unseasonably cooler, it's more of an advantage for the pitcher. Makes it a little more difficult for the offenses to get going.
Throw over to first. And a dive back and back in safely. Miller at first, Peterbaugh second, Senior at short, and Holtz at third for Marquette. Schrank the catcher, Hayden the pitcher. Sanders in left, Fisher in center, Ferguson in right field. The defensive alignment for Coach Joe Silkwood today. Another pitch, and it's a strike. Again, down in the strike zone.
Right on the outside corner. 0-2 now. Maybe you waste one here.
Here's the pitch on the way. Ground ball back to the pitcher. He throws to second. Shortstop will fire on to first. That's a double play. 1-6-3, 2 down.
It's a good turn there by Senior. Obviously taking a good throw from Hayden right over the bag. They timed it perfectly, and instead of maybe wasting a pitch here, again, Hayden doing a nice job so far early in the game, working the inside portion of the plate and got a little bit of a jam shot there, and he races 2 batters with 1 pitch.
2 outs, nobody on. Number 9 hitter, Randy Skiff for the Shells. Pops one up into short left, dropping quickly, but the left fielder coming on, and Sanders makes a running catch in short left, and the Shells are finished in the second inning. Middle of the second inning here. Roxana 1, Marquette nothing. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Let's go places. Not just the ones you can find on a map, but the ones you can find in your heart. Because inspiration doesn't favor those who sit still. It dances with the daring and rewards the courageous with ideas. Ideas that inspire. Ideas that take you places you never imagined. Ideas big enough to make the heart skip a beat. And in some cases, maybe 2. Toyota, let's go places.
Louis Korak and Brent Birkeland back on the Big Z as Ferguson takes a strike, now a ball. It's 1-1. Ferguson, the cleanup hitter for Marquette. Here in the bottom of the second inning, we're live at Roxana Park with Riverbend Baseball today.
Pretty clean inning for Martz in that first inning. He was able to get 3 ground balls and do it on 7 pitches.
We haven't seen a whole lot of pitches from either pitcher so far.
Well, Hayden, 24 pitches through 2 innings. That's a pretty good clip there.
Ground ball to short.
Nice
diving play by Briggs. Throw to first. Did he get him? No. Safe. Blazing speed by Ferguson, of course. And he just beat it on a great play by Jordan Briggs.
Terrific play. And Nathan Smay's not arguing. But, boy, I was looking at it. I thought it was bang, bang. I thought he might have gotten him by, not even a half a step, but maybe the umpire felt it was a tie, and I guess typically the tie goes to the base runner, but first hit for Marquette. But any way you look at it, that's a nice play by Jordan Briggs. I didn't think he was going to have a prayer at getting that one, especially ranging to his left. He had to come back to his right.
On a headlong dive to his right, he picked it clean, and then over at first, Roberson looked like a scoop there. He picked it.
No argument, though, from Roxana, so...
First base runner, first hit for Marquette. Runner going, the pitch is low, the throw down in time. They tag him on the helmet, and he is out at second base as Hargrave makes a strong throw.
Yeah, right on the bag, too, so they erase him any way you look at it, and it was going to take a good throw because it was a pretty good jump, and you got a pretty good runner going down the line there, and they wipe him out just like that. No hit and run there either, so it was a straight steal.
Here's a strike called to number 5, Austin Senior, the shortstop. Martz for Roxana. Winds and delivers high for a ball. Well, here in the 5 o'clock hour, some other Riverbend action. CM Athletic Director Steve Carey giving us a softball update. CM over Highland after 1 inning, 4-2. The Eagles lead the Highland Bulldogs out at the Bethalto Sports Complex.
Good to see pitching taking effect early in that game.
4-2 after 1. CM playing Highland today in baseball and softball. There's a strike, and it is strike 3 called. He caught him looking, 2 down.
Right on the inside corner, and a good-looking fastball there, and got a good part of the plate, and 3-2 count. I don't know what Senior was looking for there, but certainly not what he was expecting, and he is out number 2.
Jack Miller, the first baseman, digs in. Number 6 hitter for Marquette. And a swing and a miss. Martz got it by him. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. With 2 down and nobody on base. Bottom of the 2nd inning. Ground ball foul, third base side. Some postponements today, like Marquette softball at Nokomis postponed. And the Wood River Southwestern baseball and softball games were postponed today.
Has Southwestern even played a home game?
Not too many. Piasol Birds and Oilers washed out today. But CM playing Highland, baseball and softball. Jerseyville in action. All of the Valley teams playing conference today, of course. Here's a strike 3 called inside corner, and Martz back-to-back strikeouts ends the 2nd inning just like that. Roxana 1-0 over Marquette. We've played 2. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Timeout! Come here! I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, Coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, Coach.
American Family Insurance.
Top of the 3rd inning now. After 2 innings here, Roxana Park. It's Roxana leading Marquette 1-0 in boys baseball. And now we go to the 3rd inning with Jordan Briggs leading off against Carter Hayden, who's 3-0 on the year. 3 of the 14 wins for Marquette. Jordan Briggs was hit by a pitch and scored the only run of the game so far. It's 1-0 Shells. There's a shot foul down the third baseline. Not too far from his head coach, Nathan Smay. Briggs scoring on an error in the 1st inning. And he's at the plate here with nobody out, nobody on. Starting the 3rd inning. Ball down low. Tomorrow we have more baseball on the radio. Alton at Edwardsville. Redbirds and Tigers at the Edwardsville Sports Complex tomorrow on the Big Z. Foul ball at home plate.
I heard that might be a big game, you think?
Especially since they've been postponed
5 times.
Couple of times.
It seems like.
And they're going to play Thursday and Friday back to back.
Throw in a rubber game on Saturday, why not?
Keep it going. Alton and Edwardsville. Here's one low and away.
Well, chances are there will be a rubber game, but that'll be when it really counts. Regional time.
In the playoffs, 4A.
It's not a guarantee,
playoffs,
but...
Right. Strike 3 called, and Briggs watched it go by. Marquette has had some called third strikes, too, and one out here.
Yeah, the batters have had a little bit of a tough time picking it up. That's the third one here. 2 against Marquette in that last inning. Now 1 here, where you've had called third strikes, and I know one of the ones against Marquette was also on a full count pitch.
There's a ground ball rolling out to short. Senior will wait for it and then throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Yeah, you had to get a strong throw over because it wasn't hit particularly hard, but you had Foss hustling up the line there, but he got him by about a step.
2 up, 2 down, third inning. Nelson Martz to the plate, the Roxana pitcher here. Carter Hayden looks in, gets the sign from Schrank, the pitch. Swing and a fly ball into left. Left fielder right there to make the grab. Sanders in perfect position. 1, 2, 3. The Shells go quickly with a strikeout, a ground out, and a fly out. Bottom of the third inning coming up, and it's still 1-0. Shells lead the Explorers. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Do you, Casasa? Do you have a free checking account that pays you cash? Cash like greenbacks, cash like, I'm Johnny, cash like this. The massive interest you get just for putting your money into a free Casasa account. Casasa. A new word for a checking account that liberates you with no minimum balance and ATM refunds from sea to shining sea. Do you know where to get more cash? If you Casasa, you do. Do you Casasa?
Don't just bank. Casasa, only available at America's finest community banking institutions.
Marquette to the plate. Hofert, the designated hitter, leads it off. Nick Hofert batting for the left fielder, Andrew Sanders.
Shade starting to take effect a little bit here over towards the third base side.
Ground ball rolling up the third base line, and it's foul. Strike 1. Martz has allowed 1 hit, an infield single. That was erased by a caught stealing, and a couple of strikeouts last inning, too, for Martz. After the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. Here's a pitch just low for a ball.
Right now in the early going, it's going to come down to one of these pitchers.
Who's going to blink? 1-0 so far. Roxana on top. This one's over but low, and a ball again. Give you a CM Highland update again in a moment here. Baseball and softball scores coming in from Mr. Carey. Foul ball backing out of play. Softball after 3 innings. CM up 4-3 on Highland after 3. Baseball game at Highland after 2 innings. Bulldogs lead CM 5-1. Going to the 3rd inning on the baseball side at Highland.
I still can't believe that baseball game a couple of days ago there.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Martz has another strikeout. 1 down.
That's a pretty good looking slider there. Again, both pitchers, I'm impressed so far the way they're working the inside corner. You got to like a pitcher that's not afraid to go in, especially on those right-handed batters. And both doing it effectively here so far.
And the first pitch, a ball to the pitcher here, Carter Hayden of Marquette. Here's another one to Hayden, and it's low from Martz.
And again, I just go back to that baseball game a couple of days ago for CM. Man, it's been rough getting wins and virtual victory in the bag, and 8 runs later, it's a stunning defeat.
They thought they had one in that first game against Roxana, let it slip away in that doubleheader.
That's right. They have a lead in the 7th inning in that one, too, didn't they?
That's right. Foul ball back to the screen here.
I forgot all about that one.
It's always an interesting race every spring in the Valley, too. The MVC, you watch Triad and Highland, and you never know about Jerseyville and CM, and then you got Waterloo, always solid.
Well, Scoota's kind of a dark horse this year.
Check swing, and it's low. Nope, it's outside and low, says the umpire. One run in the game. We have another full count here, 3-2. Hayden, number 29 on his jersey. And he takes low for a ball and a walk here in the 3rd inning.
Little uncharacteristic maybe for Martz. First walk of the game, second base runner for Marquette. Of course, they had one erased on a stolen base attempt by Ferguson to start the 2nd inning. And here they have a leadoff man once again. Do you bunt here with 1 out? Number 9 hitter up, Peter Ball.
Maybe with the number 9. Number 44, Brendan Phillips. Brendan will run. He's the courtesy runner for the pitcher now at first base. This one is low in the dirt to Peter Ball. Ball 1. Right-handed pitcher Martz, right-handed batter. Second baseman Stephen Peterball takes a strike around the knees. Nope, it's low for a ball. Thought he called it a strike. Did not raise the right arm though. 1 on, 1 out. Martz the stretch and the pitch, low in the dirt, runner going and no throw. It'll be stand up, wild pitch. He's standing at second now.
It's a good read by Phillips though, because the ball didn't get too far away from the catcher there, but he had recognized immediately that it did get away and he didn't locate it right away. He wasted little time taking off, getting in the scoring position.
Here's a pitch that is low and away. It's a 3-1 count now. So he did yell strike on that one, just didn't raise the arm. Now he puts up 2-2.
Help us out, right?
Give us the right arm. Both strikes. I heard him yell him, so he yells a strike, and it's 2-2 now, and a foul ball at home plate for the number 9 hitter. Tying run in scoring position here, bottom of the 3rd. Martz looks in, gets the sign, the pitch. Low and away, just after 5 o'clock. You're in tune to WBGZ Alton. Into the 5 o'clock hour with Riverbend boys baseball today. Martz will step off. First base is open. The leadoff hitter, Danny Holtz, on deck.
Well, he's thrown almost as many pitches in this inning as he did in the first 2 combined. This will be pitch number 18 coming up, and he had a combined 21 through the first 2 frames.
Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop playing there, though. Briggs will throw over to first. It's a low throw, and it's an error. Safe, and the run comes in to score as Phillips never quit running around third base. And after the scoop and the miss there, an error will tie the game at 1-1.
Well, I'll tell you something here. That's a mistake to me for Roxanne on both ends because, number one, Jordan Briggs is better than that. A good strong throw will get his runner easily, but he just kind of lollipopped it over to first base. But then on the other end of it, Roberson, he's got to do a better job of just seeing that it's not going to be the best of throws. Instead of just taking a stab at it, knock the ball down and keep that runner from scoring, and he took it for granted. And I look over and you can see Nathan Smay barking out at his first baseman over there. He's got to do a better job of keeping that ball in front of him. And now we're back to square one because both teams now have given the other a run.
1-1 here in the third inning. Here's a bunt up the third base line. Martz will grab it with the bare hand, a high throw, and out there as Roberson went up and got it, keeping his toe on the bag, and that's 2 outs, runner to second base.
Good bunt by Holtz to get it down. Move his runner up, but again, Marquette now with a run here without the benefit of a hit, so each team has gift-wrapped basically a run to the other. So each pitcher is allowed an unearned run here.
Swing and a miss by Brogan Fisher, strike one.
Well, this is probably one of the hitters you want up there in an RBI situation.
Fisher with 14 runs batted in. And it gets away from the catcher here, and moving to third base is Peter Ball with 2 down.
Well, with such a big backstop here now, when there's a runner at third base, it puts all the pressure on the catcher to knock balls down, because anything that gets back here, forget it, runs are going to score.
Swing and a miss. Brogan Fisher, 23 hits this year, 8 doubles, 1 triple, 1 homer. That was strike 3, and Martz to Fisher with the K, and that ends the inning. The strikeout finishes off the third inning for Marquette. They tie the game with a run, and after 3 innings, we are even 1-1. Roxana and Marquette. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
With Louis Korak, Brent Birkeland back as we go to the 4th inning. Riverbend baseball in a 1-1 game now. Marquette has tied up the game here as we go to the 4th now.
2 runs, both of them unearned. Pitchers are toiling pretty good here so far, but back to square one after a couple of unearned.
Levi Wallace sends a fly ball into center field. It drifts over into left center, and the center fielder, Brogan Fisher, camps under it, grabs it, 1 out.
It's actually a pretty sharp hit ball there in the left center field by far. The one that's traveled the most distance here, but again, it's dead air here. It's cool. It's going to take a lot to get one out of here.
Here's a pitch high. It is cool. Not Colorado Rockies cool, but cool.
How'd you like to cover a game there?
They started their doubleheader yesterday at 23 degrees. First pitch.
Beautiful, balmy.
Words cannot describe it. Austin Todd, the batter here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. High heater.
You've been there, haven't you?
A couple years ago, I was there. It was really, really hot that day. Middle of summer.
So would you rather have that day or yesterday?
I'll take the heat.
I think so.
And a strike called there, down around the knees. Austin Todd, right-handed batter. Where's number 10? Hayden brings it in. Swing and a pop foul to the Roxana dugout. First base side.
You couldn't wear enough layers yesterday to sit out in that game, especially a doubleheader.
That's right.
Because if it's 23 degrees, I'm guessing the wind chill takes that down a peg or two.
Maybe in the teens.
Or the single digits.
All right. 2-2 the count here to Austin Todd.
He walked in the first inning and was left stranded there.
And the pitch on the way. Ground ball through the whole left side. It gets into left field for a base hit. He put it in a perfect spot on the left side of the infield.
Well, the pitch was up in the zone a little bit on a 2-2 count, and he was able to pull it between third and short. I don't think if Senior comes up with that cleanly, I imagine he's not going to be able to get him at first base anyway.
And now Jake Palin has a chance. Palin in from the left side with 1 on, 1 out, in a 1-1 game.
He grounded out with 2 runners on in that first inning, unassisted to the first baseman.
And it's a ball, low and away. Again, some area teams playing today, some others postponed again today. Runner going, the pitch is high, the throw down in time, but the slide popped the ball out of the glove of Senior, and he's shaken up a little bit as that ball ricocheted into the outfield, and he is shaking his left arm and hand, and that's where the slide came and popped that ball clean out of the glove.
Yeah, because that would have been, that was a perfect throw from Schrank. You couldn't have asked perfectly in stride where the shortstop doesn't have to reach for it on any side of the bag, just catch and tag, but it's just one of those plays, like you said, where the base runner is sliding in and he happened to just pop the ball out, and that's part of baseball. It's unfortunate because Marquette should have had an out there, but I guess you give credit to the base runner for doing what he's supposed to do.
Good hard slide, right to the bag, and Senior, like his forearm or his wrist area, is trying to shake it off there and get back to play with Palin at the dish now, runner in scoring position.
I'm looking at Joe Silkwood, the coach there. He's trying to explain to Nathan Smay that maybe the slide, maybe the spikes caught him right around the forearm area. But he's going to stay in the game. And as they always say in every sport, why? Because he's a baseball player, right?
There you go.
If it was football, because he's a football player. They use it in every one now. I guess that's the politically correct way of using the word toughness.
And they're checking the count here, too, as the head coach Nathan Smay comes in and says that pitch was
it's a ball.
up around his helmet, way up around his helmet, so it was high.
I thought we were at 1-1, and of course, I'm wrong.
2-0 the count. And outside for a ball, this left-handed hitter, Palin, has a little room to pull one through the right side. Second baseman Peter Ball playing a step or two toward the second base bag.
Yeah, he's trying to keep the runner close.
And Palin will take a strike, 3-1. Hayden, the Marquette pitcher here. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter now. And Hayden will turn and throw to second, runner back. Z1570 salutes today's business of the day. Dick's Flowers in Wood River, and now again in Alton on East Del Mar, just off the Parkway. Committed to offering you the finest in florals. Dick's Flowers, our business of the day. Ball 4 outside, and Palin will walk to first. 2 on for the Shells.
Second walk for Hayden in the game, and Roxana getting a little one-out something started here, and Hartnett to the plate. He's got one of their 3 hits. Singled in the second, but was cut down on a double play ball.
Hayden, the stretch. 1-1 game. Breaking ball is up and in to Hartnett. Hartnett, right-handed batter, wears number 3, has a chance to put the Shells back on top. It's low and inside, ball 2. Softball game at CM, now 4-4 after 4, so Highland has caught the Eagles at 4-4. Baseball still 5-1 after 3 innings. The Bulldogs lead the CM Eagles at Highland today. There's a ground ball, chopped to the pitcher. He'll throw to second, and safe there as the second baseman had to come off the bag, and it looked like he did hop off the bag before he got the ball. It was close, but the umpire says safe, and I think that's the right call.
I believe you're right, and it was close, but Peterball did all he could to stay on the bag, but the throw was on the first base side, and to keep it from getting away, you know, he's got to come off the bag there. Otherwise, it's going to be a run scored. And I'll tell you what, and I know it's something that's not taught, but boy, that ball was hit close enough back to the mound. I honestly thought Hayden was going to turn and maybe try to throw over to third base and get himself a force out there. Would have been an easier route for him to go because he's kind of throwing across his body to get the ball back to second base, or it would have just been easier for him to just get the out at first base. Now he's in a world of mess here.
I'm with you. I thought for sure that ball was going to go to third base because it was so slowly hit. There's no double play ball.
No.
And I was shocked to see him turn and try to get the out at second, although a good throw would have had him there. But easy play at third base as he was up the third base line.
Well, that's where I thought he was going to go with it. And, you know, when you see him turn and throw to second, he's throwing off it, throwing off his body there, and it just makes for an awkward throw to try to get him. But you're right, a good throw would have had him. It just made it a more difficult play. And instead of getting an out and having 2 outs in the inning now you're staring at bases loaded and 1 out. And I understand you're dealing with the bottom of the order here, but now you got some work to do here to try to get out of this mess that you got yourself in. So it's a fielder's choice for Hartnett, and he reaches on the play. And here's Hargrave now, who grounded into a double play in the second inning, a chance to have the Shells reclaim the lead here.
Foul ball backing out of play. Hargrave, 4 RBIs on the year, and he has a chance here in a 1-1 game in the 4th inning. Coming up on a 1-hour ball game, and the infield in halfway. Here's one low and away in the dirt, ball 1.
Good play by Schrank. Again, when there's runners on at third base, puts a little bit of the pressure on the catchers to keep the balls in front of them. Anything in the dirt area or off the plate, it's up to you to block it. If it gets away, wild pitch is a run here.
There's a line drive into right center field. It's going to drop, and 1 run in. They're going to try to score 2. They come to the plate, safe there, and it is going to be a 2-run hit for Hargrave as he dumps one into right center field, and the catcher comes through.
And nice piece of hitting there because it was a pitch. It was up, and it was in a little bit, but he was able to muscle it into right center field, and the number 8 hitter comes through with a big 2-run hit.
Number 8 hitter, Matt Hargrave, makes it 3-1 Shells as they score 2, and they still have 2 on and still only 1 out. And they'll try to get some more here as the catcher will come out of the game. It'll be a courtesy runner, Brandon Hanks, number 18, who will check in for the Shells at first base. Big hit there by the number 8 hitter. Now it's Randy Skiff, the number 9 hitter. High, ball 1. So in this inning, single, walk, fielder's choice, loading him up, and then Hargrave, the 4th Shell in a row to reach base. There's a ground ball rolling slowly to third. They'll go to second, out, on to first, out. That's a double play. 5-4-3. The number 9 hitter rolls into a double play, and that finishes the Shells off, but not before they get 2. before Marquette got 2 on a double play. It's 3-1 now. The Shells lead the Explorers. Middle of the 4th inning. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Let's go places. Not just the ones you can find on a map, but the ones you can find in your heart. Because inspiration doesn't favor those who sit still. It dances with the daring and rewards the courageous with ideas. Ideas that inspire. Ideas that take you places you never imagined. Ideas big enough to make the heart skip a beat. And in some cases, maybe 2. Toyota, let's go places.
With Louis Korak, Brent Birkland here. Roxana Park today for boys baseball. Shells take the lead again, 3-1 now. They lead Marquette as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. And the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for Marquette, they were behind 1-0 and tied the game at 1. Now they're behind Roxana 3-1 in the middle of the ball game.
And you got a big hit from the number 8 hitter, Hargrave, there, that broke the tie, and now the Explorers have some work to do here in the bottom of the 4th inning against a pitcher that's been throwing the ball well.
Martz throws a strike. It's 0-1. Bottom of the 4th now. Again tomorrow, more baseball. Alton at Edwardsville here on the Big Z. Low and in for a ball.
You got 3, 4, and 5 up here for the Explorers, the second time through in the batting order.
Another pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball to Briggs. He will fire across for the out. Ground ball to short, 1 down.
I had him played perfectly, had him played up the middle. If he's playing at regular depth, I think that's going to be a base hit, but maybe a little pre-scouting. Do high school players do that stuff? Or?
Sure, a little scouting report. Roxana Hargrave, the catcher. Martz, the pitcher. Foss at third. Briggs at short. Skiff at second. Roberson over at first base. Todd in left. Wallace in center. Hartnett in right field. It's Ferguson, the Marquette right fielder here. Breaking ball low, ball 1.
He had an infield single. The only hit for Marquette in this game.
They scored their run last inning, the 3rd. Here's a swing and a miss. Jeffrey Ferguson, then Austin Senior.
Martz has 4 strikeouts and 1 walk in the game and only allowed that infield single so far.
Swing and a miss. Inner half there, in on the hands a little bit.
He's working in there on a lot of these right-handed batters, and right now they're having trouble opening up and maybe pulling that ball down the line.
This one is golfed into the air, center field. An easy play for Levi Wallace. He will make the catch, coming in a few steps, 2 down.
A little bit of an uppercut swing there, and not going to get too many line drives in that fashion, and 2 up and 2 down here, and that's now 4 in a row retired by Martz after the error that scored Marquette's run in the last inning. He's got the top of the order here. Done pretty well with those guys so far. 1 for 8 is the top 4 hitters in this Marquette lineup so far.
Strike 1 called to Senior, the shortstop. Again, Z1570 salutes today's business of the day. Dick's Flowers in Wood River, and now again in Alton on East Delmar, just off the Parkway. Dick's Flowers, our business of the day. Inside for a ball here. 2 outs, nobody on for Marquette.
Well, have Dick's Flowers bring us over a couple of heaters. You think they'd be nice enough to do that?
Here's a ground ball to the right side. It's going to get through. It's a base hit between the first baseman and the second baseman into right field.
That's your classic cue shot there from the right-handed bat. And the first ball that leaves the infield on the ground here for Marquette, and a 2-out single for Senior. Second hit for the Explorers, and it'll give Jack Miller an opportunity to swing the bat here, representing the tying run.
Right-handed batter digs in with 1 on, 2 out. And a shot to first, gets by the first baseman and right down the right field line. Hartnett will have to chase it. The runner goes over to third. It's going to be first and third with 2 on, 2 out.
He jumped on the first pitch and just laced it down the line past Roberson. Tough reactionary play there for him. I think he got a glove on it, but not nearly enough. And little 2-out threat here for Marquette has got them back-to-back singles, and Sanders to the plate now. He'll try to keep it going here as Marquette gave up the lead in the top of the fourth. They'll try to at least put up a crooked number here in the bottom half.
In the bottom of the fourth inning, here's one down in the dirt. Ball 1, Hargrave with a smother there behind the dish. Designated hitter Nick Hofert, 0 for 1. Hofert wears number 20. Martz looks in, gets the sign from Hargrave, the catcher. The pitch, swing and a miss.
Ball's down in the zone a little bit.
Hofert struck out last inning, 0 for 1. This one is high for a ball.
Well, Martz's pitch count, he's definitely into the 50s now. He was at 44 coming in, so not terribly concerning yet.
This one,
they wanted that one.
Inside, around the knees, looked like it caught the corner, but I believe it's a ball, and the Roxana dugout letting the home plate umpire know about that one.
I thought it caught the plate coming over, but it was low when he caught it.
This one's low in the dirt. Ball 4. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. It was 2 up, 2 down, and now all of a sudden it's bases loaded for Carter Hayden.
And he walked and scored. He can certainly help himself here now. The tying run out at second base. Bases loaded here. Base hit should tie this game up.
Ball 1 down in the dirt from Martz.
Looks like he's working, I don't want to say he's agitated, but working a little quickly now. He had more of the controlled work ethic on the mound, and he's getting up there and he's throwing the ball fast now and maybe getting him out of rhythm just a little bit.
Low again from Martz. 3-1 lead for Roxana here in the 4th inning.
I don't want to say he's tiring already, but it just looks like he's out of rhythm just a little bit here. And it's happened kind of quickly because, like you said, he got the first 2 outs really fast.
Here's a strike. It's 2-1, pitcher to pitcher here. The number 8 hitter for Marquette. Remember, the number 8 hitter for Roxana came through with the bases loaded with a big 2-run hit in the top of this 4th. Here's a ground ball to the first baseman. Easy play for Roberson. He will step on the bag, and that will be the end of the inning. Marquette will leave 3. They leave the bases loaded. We've played 4, and our score, 3-1. Shells over the Explorers. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Timeout. Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, Coach.
American Family Insurance.
And now the Roxana Shells get back to the top of the order here. We'll try to expand on that 2-run lead.
Briggs going to try to bunt. Foul ball up the first base line. Some other baseball today. It's still Highland 5-1 over CM after 4 innings. But this softball game is a wild and wacky one. Now after 5 innings at Bethalto, CM 10, Highland 6. 10-6 Eagles.
Didn't you have one with Alton and CM here, similar fashion?
11-10 in that one.
I thought softball games are supposed to be 1-0, 2-1, 3-2.
That's the norm. Here's a ball just outside around the knees. We'll be back here in Shell Country Friday as the Shells meet the Piasol Birds. Southwestern and Roxana with conference action coming up. We'll have a softball doubleheader, and then we'll have the baseball game on tape delay, and all of that is here at Roxana Friday, weather permitting, but it's Southwestern and Roxana in a triple header, 2 softballs and a baseball on Friday afternoon.
Always specify that, weather permitting.
Weather permitting.
All spring long.
There's a shot into center field, right at Brogan Fisher, though, and that ball was tomahawked, hit hard, but Fisher in center makes the play.
The hardest hit ball of the day, and Fisher had him played perfectly. He's playing straight away. That ball's in the gap, and that's at least a leadoff double, maybe even a triple. But playing him perfectly there. Took about 2 steps to his right. Can of corn.
Exactly. And now we go to Chance Foss. The pitch is up and in. And being here in Roxana reminds me that next winter, the girls basketball team will have a new head coach. Mike Arbuthnot resigning that position recently. Lady Shells girls basketball head coach, a new one next year. Alton will have a new one. Jennifer Jones resigning for the Redbirds. And then in football, you have a new Oilers football coach soon. Travis Williams moving on, resigning. Here's a tap foul back here to the screen. Hayden to Foss. Carter Hayden looks in and brings in another. The 5th inning continues with a ball in the dirt. 1 out, nobody on base.
Well, Hayden now over 60 pitches himself. Both of them are into the 60s now, so we'll start to keep an eye here. And Marquette's got its bullpen going here.
Here's the next pitch. Swing and a line drive into right field. Right fielder will have to play it on a hop. Ferguson came in and decided he didn't want to let it get by him, so he plays it on a hop for a hit to right.
5 hits now for Roxana. And they've had a base runner on in every inning but the 3rd.
And 1-2-3 inning, that was in the 3rd. Also in the 2nd inning, 3 batters with the double play. Hayden faced the minimum that inning too. Top of the 5th here, and a strike to Martz.
He's 0 for 2. Ground out the 3rd, fly in the 1st, fly it out to left in the 3rd.
Throw over to first, the ball gets away, but Foss will stay there at first base with 1 out. After the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. Next pitch for Hayden. Coming home to Martz, swinging a foul back and out of play. Levi Wallace will be next. Martz waits at the dish. He's ready to go. Hayden with the stretch. And the pitch. Up and away. Wasted one at 0-2. 1 on, 1 out for the Shells, who lead it 3-1 over Marquette. Here is another. Martz fouls it back and out of play again. And this 5th inning continues here. Marquette scheduled to play Metro East tomorrow. Metro East Lutheran. Number 55, John Hughes in the bullpen for Marquette, it looks like. Here's a shot up the middle. That's a base hit. Right over the second base bag as Martz sent that one on a line to center field.
He hung a breaking ball there and got way too much of the plate there on a 1-2 pitch, and that almost looked like a little bit of a tired delivery there, and Martz made no mistake with it, and back-to-back hits. A couple of more base runners here, and keeping an eye on Coach Joe Silkwood here. He's going to let Hayden work himself out of this one or not, and he's back to Wallace here, the cleanup hitter. He hit a ball pretty well the last time up, but flied out to center field. He's 1 for 2 in the game.
Here's a pop foul, first base side, and strike 1. 2 on now with 1 out. Couple of hits here to give the Shells 6 in the game. They lead it 3-1. Shells against the Piasol Birds again on Friday. Last time they played a 1-0 pitcher's duel, I believe. Southwestern beating Roxana. They'll play again this week, Friday afternoon. This one is inside to Wallace.
Hayden's benefited from a couple of double play balls in this game, and he'd surely like to get another one here to get himself out of this 5th inning.
Right-handed pitcher looks in. Shells get their leads at first and second base. Swing and a miss up over his head, and Wallace not happy with that cut.
Well, that should have been a 2-1 count, but instead now he's looking at 1-2.
And the stretch, the next pitch on the way home. And it's outside, 2-2, and Hayden thought that was good enough.
I'd like to know where that was myself.
Just a little outside. 2-2 the count. Wallace ready to go again, and Hayden will step off. Head coach Nathan Smay with some signs with his runners at first and second, 1 down. The number 4 hitter up there. Levi Wallace, wearing number 1, will pop it foul out of play behind home plate. Alton and Edwardsville tomorrow in baseball. We are scheduled for 6 games between now and Saturday. Baseball and softball on the Big Z. Another 2-2 to Wallace. And it's on the way home now. Swinging a fly ball into right. Ferguson, the right fielder, going back, and reaches up and makes the catch. Over the shoulder, he made the grab, and tagging up at second and coming to third. Good base running by Foss, but what a grab in the sun field there by Ferguson.
I think that's what's more impressive is the fact that he's on the dead run and he's staring straight up into that sun, and it's Boy, it's tough in that right field right now because the sun is lowering and going down, and on the run he's able to make a great play, because if he doesn't, that's going to score at least one, maybe 2 runs, because the back runner was halfway down the line and he might have given himself a chance to get home, but Ferguson makes a good catch. 1 runner moves up, and a chance for Hayden to get out of the inning unscathed.
And Austin Todd will take a strike on the outside corner.
He's been on base twice with a walk and a single. Singled and scored his last time up.
2 on, 2 out. First and third now for the Shells. More signs from Coach Nathan Smay here. See if they do some running at first and third. The pitch home to Todd. He fouls it back and back to the screen here at home plate. Cody Warren, number 7, running at first. Courtesy runner for the pitcher, Martz. He's at first. Foss is at third. Todd, the batter. 2 on, 2 out. 2 strikes on the batter. Swing and a pop-up into short left. Shortstop out, left fielder in. The left fielder will call off Senior, and Sanders in left will make the catch. And the Shells leave 2. They've left 5. We're in the middle of inning number 5. It's still 3-1. Roxana over Marquette. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Do you, Casasa? Do you have a free checking account that pays you cash? Cash like greenbacks, cash like, I'm Johnny, cash like this. The massive interest you get just for putting your money into a free Casasa account. Casasa. A new word for a checking account that liberates you with no minimum balance and ATM refunds from sea to shining sea. Do you know where to get more cash? If you Casasa, you do. Do you, Casasa?
Don't just bank. Casasa, only available at America's finest community banking institutions.
Shells lead 3-1. First pitch is inside. Roxana with a run in the first. Marquette tied it with a run in the third. Then in the fourth, Shells broke the 1-1 tie with a 2-run single by Matt Hargrave, the catcher, and that's where we are now, 3-1. Roxana, swing and a miss. Peter ball. At the dish here. Top of the order, Danny Holtz on deck. Martz looks in and brings it in. Inside for a ball, it's 1-2. Two strikes and a ball. Martz looks in for another sign. This one is low in the dirt. Breaking ball down low, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Peter Ball, right-handed batter. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball, low and away. Got him.
Another strikeout. Number 5.
5 Ks. 2 in the second, 2 in the third. Now 1 here in the bottom of the 5th.
And that just had some sharp movement on it there.
And a strike called at the knees, inside corner here.
Well, Marquette getting back up to the top of the order here, and it's third time through, so.
Low for a ball.
Holtz is grounded out 3-1 in the first, sacrificed in the third, so he's 0 for 1.
Line drive, base hit into left center field. Shortstop Briggs playing him up the middle a little bit there, but Holtz, either way, a single on a line drive to the grass in left center.
Well, they had a couple of hits last inning, and now 4 in the game, and that pitch was up in the zone, and Holtz does a nice job of attacking it. And good solid stroke. A 1-out base runner here, and the tying run up again.
This one's down in the dirt for ball 1 to Brogan Fisher, representing the tying run. Again, the Wood River Southwestern baseball game postponed today. Oilers and Piasol Birds. Swing and a miss by Fisher. But Highland and CM playing baseball. It's now 7-1. The Bulldogs lead it at Highland. See Highland leading CM. Now as we go to the 6th. Low and away. And this softball game is now going to the 7th inning.
Wait.
Bethalto Sports Complex.
12-8.
Highland still has 6.
Okay.
Was it 10-6 last check?
10-6 last time you said.
15-6 our score in favor of CM.
So they need a touchdown and a field goal, right, to take the lead.
Right. They need 10 in the 7th. Pop foul out of play. Fisher and Martz battling here in the 5th inning. 1 on, 1 out. Fisher waits on Martz again. Low in the dirt. Hargrave gets a piece of it. The runner stays at first. 1 out. Here we go again. Big 2-2 pitch is low, and the runner going, and it was ball 4.
I guess Martz was asking where that pitch was. I thought it was pretty good. Boy, that's close enough. It's a tough one to take there, but Fisher does. And 2 on and 1 out now, and here's a big chance. You've got 3 and 4 coming up here now. And Schrank represents the go-ahead run, and Marquette's starting to run out of outs here, so we're still in the 5th inning, but it's been tough pickings here against this pitcher. They had an opportunity in the 4th inning and left the bases loaded. You don't want to do this too often here.
Here's a wild pitch by Martz, sending the runners up to 2nd and 3rd, and Martz has walked a batter in each of the last 3 innings, so he has 3 walks now, and now a wild pitch.
I don't see any bullpen activity over here on the first base side, and base hit could tie it up again. And Schrank, he's grounded out twice, once to 3rd, once to short.
This one looks like it's just inside to Nick Schrank. Last year, you and I were here, Marquette and Roxana, right here at Roxana Park. Marquette won 16-5 in a short game.
I'm glad you remembered that.
Explorers beat the Shells about a year ago here, right here at Roxana Park.
And you have the details memorized, right?
Oh, no. Schrank at the plate, and Martz another one home. Swing and a line drive base hit into left field. That should tie the game. 1 run in, 2 in. It's 3-3. And on the throw home, Schrank takes second base. He ties the game. Both catchers coming through today. It's 3-3.
Oh, that was a bullet there again. A pitch up in the zone and a favorable count to a good hitter, and he made no mistake. And Joe Silkwood, no decision there. He's sending his back runner all the way, and once again, we're back to square one. 3-3 game. Now the go-ahead run out at second base, and 1 out. 3 runners in a row have reached.
That will bring in Ferguson, the cleanup hitter. Marquette getting 2 RBIs from Schrank. He now has 20 on the season, 20 RBIs, and hitting about .420 on the year. Schrank 1 for 3, his first hit, but it's a big one. Ties the game at 3-3 here in the 5th inning. Both catchers with a couple of RBIs. Ferguson with a foul ball. Martz to Ferguson. Runner at second base. Swing and a miss. Down and in. Down in the strike zone. One out, but 3 in a row have reached base.
Looked like he took a home run cut there and tried to untie this pretty quickly.
There's a fly ball into center. Wallace moving over, still moving over. Can't get it. The cleanup hitter has sent one to the fence. Ferguson around second. It's an RBI double. Schrank scores. Marquette with a 4-3 lead.
Well, that ball was tattooed as well, and here comes Nathan Smay. I don't think he's going to remove his pitcher here, but maybe time to have a word or two with him, because some of these pitches are starting to stay up in the zone, and Marquette is attacking that zone right now, and that ball to straightaway right field. And I believe Ferguson, he's their leading RBI man, isn't he?
I think you're right, and now he's the cleanup man, and Ferguson adds to his RBI total, 23 RBIs on the year. Schrank drives in 2 to tie it. Ferguson unties it. Marquette's first lead in the game. RBI 23 for Jeffrey Ferguson.
Well, it was a 2-2 pitch, and again, it was up in the zone, and instead of uppercutting the ball, that time he took a nice level swing and was a little bit off the plate, but he got the arms extended nicely and just took it into right center field over the head of Wallace. He had no chance of making a catch there, and Schrank scored easily on the play.
This pitch is a strike called as Austin Senior taking a look at Martz for the 3rd time today. Bottom of the 5th inning.
Well, you just wondered if they were going to be able to make some adjustments the 3rd time through, and so far they have.
And Roxana will get their bullpen loosening up now, it appears. And the Explorers keeping their bullpen loose too. Brogan Fisher is going to loosen up. There's a ground ball to second base. Out at first with the runner Ferguson going to third with 2 down.
Martz reacted like that was going to be a line drive at him, but coming off the bat, natural reaction, but it wouldn't hit quite as hard. Kind of an inside-out swing, but Skiff is able to make the play, and Jack Miller coming up here. He singled his last time. They'd love a 2-out hit from him right now to give them an extra run here to work with.
Marquette has a save this year from the starter, Carter Hayden. Also a save from Nick Schrank. No save for Brogan Fisher yet, but he's loosening up right now. Brogan Fisher in the bullpen. And Miller takes one low and away. Marquette with 3 hits coming into this inning. They've doubled that total now to 6. Martz brings it home, swinging a foul tip. On deck, designated hitter Nick Hofert here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jack Miller at the plate, though, and 2 down. It's a ground ball up the middle. Briggs playing right there near the bag, and he throws over to first for the out, but not before the Explorers, who trailed coming into the inning 3-1, score 3 of their own to take the lead now. 4-3. Marquette with their first lead of the day here at Roxana. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? If you never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
In from center field to the mound, Carter Hayden leaves the mound anyway with a 4-3 lead as he allowed 6 hits, walked 2. He hit a batter to start the game, also 1 strikeout in 5 innings.
Yeah, now he stands in line to be the winner. He cannot be the loser here, and maybe Joe Silkwood here maybe looking for a 6-out save from his starting center fielder, Brogan Fisher. First time Marquette, like you mentioned earlier, with the lead, getting those 3 runs in the home half of the 5th inning. We move on to the 6th now. The Shells will swing the metal sticks here, trailing for the first time.
Coming up on 6 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. 6 bells here on a Wednesday, and Z1570 salutes one more time our business of the day today. Dick's Flowers in Wood River, and now again in Alton on East Delmar, just off the Parkway. That shop opening up. Committed to offering you the finest in florals, Dick's Flowers in Wood River and Alton. Holtz for Marquette goes from third base to center field. So the outfield now is Sanders, Holtz, and Ferguson. Hayden is the new third baseman. Hayden, Senior, Peterbaugh, and Miller third to first. And Fisher, the new pitcher, with Schrank, the catcher. Outside to Jake Palin of Roxana, ball 1.
Be interested to see if Nathan Smay counters when they take the field in the 6th inning. If Martz's afternoon is done, up to 95 pitches in the game. Hayden, 78 pitches thrown here today.
Swinging a pop foul, backing out of play. Looks like Roxana has their sophomore, Logan Reardon, loosening up. Appears to be number 11 down there. Right-hander loosening up for the Shells in the bullpen. Fisher brings it in, and it's outside for a ball.
You don't want to start the inning with a walk here.
Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3 to Palin. Struck him out.
Ball was diving down and in. And Fisher comes on and records his first strikeout. First batter faced, and Hartnett, who's been on twice, singled in the 2nd, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. We'll see this pitcher for the first time.
Looks like this is the first relief appearance for Fisher this year. His 5 pitching appearances have all been starts, it looks like. A 2-1 record, no saves. ERA 0.88 in his 5 starts. Hartnett the batter now. For Roxana's, we're in the top of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss. Hartnett, right-handed batter. Brogan Fisher looks in, gets the sign for Marquette. 4-3, the Explorers on top now. There's a ground ball towards the shortstop. Senior will grab it, throw to first, out at first, 2 down.
Close play, but Senior gets his man. It wasn't hit particularly hard. I thought he was going to charge it a little quicker. Hartnett got up the line pretty good and made it a close play.
Baseball game at Highland is finished. 7-1, the Highland Bulldogs over the CM Eagles. Final score. Softball, a final score in Bethalto, 2.
Have they reached 20? Or did they reach 20?
Well, let's see. It was 15-6 after 6.
Oh, no.
The final, CM 15, Highland 11.
They tried, didn't they?
15-11. High with this pitch to Hargrave.
Mike Eddy, are you enjoying these high-scoring games, sir? Been a few of them now.
Check his heart rate after that one, too. A win in the Valley. That's the bottom line. Triad and Waterloo and Highland all playing well, and CM trying to stay in the mix in MVC softball. 15-11 final score. There's a pitch outside. 2 up, 2 down for the Shells here in the 6th inning. And we thank CM Athletic Director Steve Carey for those updates today from beautiful Bethalto. And it's ball 4 to the catcher. Schrank thought it was a strike as he turns and looks at the umpire, says something to the umpire.
Don't do that.
And a walk with 2 outs will bring in Randy Skiff.
And also bring in a pinch runner here.
18, courtesy runner for the catcher will be Brandon Hanks again, number 18 for Roxana. Fisher brings it home, low and away. Top of the 6th here, Roxana at the dish with 2 outs. Throw over to first and the runner back. Skiff at the plate, number 9 hitter. Here's the stretch. Fisher will bring it in, low and away. Pitcher and catcher talk it over here with a runner at first and 2 down. 4-3, Marquette with a lead. Roxana took a 3-1 lead with 2 in the 4th, but Marquette 3 in the 5th to take the lead. Throw over to first again, runner back.
You got the number 9 hitter here and falling behind 2-0.
This one drops low for a ball. Well, we had a walk with 2 outs. Now the number 9 hitter has a good count here.
Well, you're flirting with danger here. You don't want to get yourself in any trouble here by walking the 8 and 9 batters. And
Strike called to Skiff as he was on his way to first base. He thought it was ball 4.
Now you want to hit your way on anyway, right?
That's right. Fisher with another. Way outside for a ball. Back-to-back walks with 2 outs will bring in the top of the order, Jordan Briggs now.
That's not the best thing in the world here to be doing. You got a strikeout and a ground out to start the inning, and now a couple of walks to the bottom of the order. And might be asking for a little bit of trouble here because Briggs hasn't had a hit. So that's one of those situations where you say maybe he's due.
Briggs from the right side. Take a strike. Briggs hit it hard last time. A line drive shot to Fisher in center field. Briggs, right-handed batter. Stretched by Fisher. The pitch low and away, and 2 quick outs, and then I'm not sure Brogan trying to overthrow here or get the corners, nibble a little bit, or what's happening, but back-to-back walks.
He started guiding the ball a little bit, and a couple of close pitches, and didn't go his way. You can't let that affect you either.
Here's the next. Breaking ball, caught the corner, I think. At the knees, outside corner, strike 2, and now Coach Nathan Smay doesn't like it. Strike 2.
Nobody likes an umpire, do they?
Nope. Especially the home plate umpire, I guess. Here's a ground ball, base hit into right field. They'll try to tie the game as the runner comes around third. Ferguson throws toward home, and safe there as Schrank gets to the plate. And Schrank tried to block the plate without the ball, and coming in to score the tying run as Briggs drives him in, and now Coach Joe Silkwood will discuss things with the home plate umpire here. Schrank didn't have the ball at first, and then when he grabbed the ball and tried to tag the runner, home plate umpire says he was already there to home plate.
Well, the bottom line here is you walk the 8 and 9 batters, okay? And you're asking for trouble when you do this, and like I said, Briggs is due, and sure enough, he's able to deliver the RBI single. Good piece of hitting, just took it the other way and found the hole over there on the right side, and I think that's probably what's got Joe Silkwood more irritated than anything else, because you get the first 2 outs with no problem at all, and then walk and a walk, and sure enough, a base hit, and now you're back to square one here again.
4-4 tie game.
Go ahead and run at third base now.
First and third for the Shells. Briggs ties the game with that base hit to right, and boy, those back-to-back walks, you got it. Well,
just can't do it.
Killers.
You just can't afford to do that to yourself in that situation, and credit to Roxana, they made him pay for it there, and according, in their mind, they're not done yet. They'd like to get the lead here and certainly have a shot. Foss is 1 for 2. He's sacrificed in the first, grounded out in the third, and he singled in the fifth, and
throw
got
over
a man there.
Throw over to first and safe. Briggs got in under the tag.
Look at this.
Coach Joe Silkwood going to talk to the umpire again. I think Briggs might have got under there as the throw over to first was a little high, but umpire's going to talk to Coach Joe Silkwood, and now the 2 umpires going to talk to each other and see if they got the call right.
I don't see why you'd go to the home plate umpire for this. I mean, you've got the best view of it as the base umpire. That's kind of hard. He's not going to defer there.
It'll be safe at first as Briggs was prepared to take off for a steal, it looked like, and was leaning the wrong way.
Well, I see what you're saying, because the throw beat him there. But did he get in under the tag? I think you might be right.
The throw was high over to first.
Well, that's just it.
And so we have 2 on, 2 out, and we still have Foss waiting at the dish for Fisher. 4-4, sixth inning.
Well, I'm going to keep going back to saying what I said in the first place. You walked in number 8 and 9 hitters. Okay?
With 2 outs.
Yes.
There's a strike to Foss. After the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. Here's the pitch. Strike called, down and in, and borderline call there. 2 strikes to Foss. Here's the next. Briggs going, pitch outside. And it's ball 1, Briggs safe.
Well, you almost wonder, with Joe Silkwood arguing there a little bit, sometimes you do that subliminally to maybe try to get a pitch in your favor or call to the next batter. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Swinging a ground ball to third.
Nice play.
Third baseman Hayden with a low throw and out there on a stretch at first, and that will end the 6th inning. 1 run for the Shells. A big one to tie the game, though. 4-4 now as Jordan Briggs has tied up the game for the Shells. We go to the bottom of the 6th in a tie game. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Let's go places. Not just the ones you can find on a map, but the ones you can find in your heart. Because inspiration doesn't favor those who sit still. It dances with the daring and rewards the courageous with ideas. Ideas that inspire. Ideas that take you places you never imagined. Ideas big enough to make the heart skip a beat. And in some cases, maybe 2. Toyota, let's go places.
Nick Hofert, the designated hitter for Marquette, starts it off in the bottom of the 6th inning against a new pitcher now, Nelson Martz, going 5 innings, just like Hayden went 5 innings. Martz is going to go over to first base now, and the new pitcher will be number 11, Logan Reardon, right-handed sophomore pitcher. And Hofert to the plate. And he will take the first one from Reardon, ball 1. Hofert, Hayden, and Peter Ball, bottom 3 in the batting order. Of course, Roxana had the bottom of the order up in the top of this 6th inning. There's a foul ball backing out of play. Hofert at the plate, right-handed batter. Reardon, the right-hander, brings it in. High for a ball. Here's another Reardon. Delivers. Over but low for a ball. 3-1 the count. 4-4 game in the 6th inning. Low, ball 4, and it's a leadoff walk, and here go those walks again.
Well, not the way Reardon wants to start this off, so both starting pitchers are out of the game. Neither one of them will factor in the decision here. It's going to be decided by the bullpens.
Martz over at first will hold the runner on. It's going to be a courtesy runner over there. A pinch runner, number 44, and that will be, again, Brendan Phillips, number 44. Carter Hayden, a third baseman now, and he may be bunting. Fakes a bunt.
Oh,
takes a
they
strike,
got him.
And now they throw down to first, to second, and the runner is out. As he was waiting on the bunt and took off, he was halfway to second when the catcher threw down.
Boy, that's just not good base running. Well, you put yourself in that situation, and I'd stay away from the head coach as far away as I can.
No place to hide in the dugout. Strike, swing and a miss by Hayden. Reardon, the pitcher here for Roxana. And he brings another one home. Check swing, foul ball. Back and forth today. Roxana scored first in the first inning, and Marquette tied it up in the third inning, 1-1. Roxana took a 3-1 lead in the fourth. Then in the fifth, Marquette with 3 runs to take a 4-3 lead. Then in the sixth, Roxana with a run to tie it up. Strike 3 called here to Carter Hayden, and now there's 2 down.
Just like that, you get the leadoff runner on, and it didn't last very long. Marquette will try to get something going here with the number 9 hitter, Peter Ball, and they'll know one way or another they'll have the top of the order up, whether it's here or in the 7th inning.
Peter Ball at the plate. Marquette last at bat in the 5th. Had their 3 runs where they took the lead. There's a fly ball that dies in short right field as Peter Ball dumps one into right for a 2-out hit.
Now you wonder, with that runner at first base, if you were able to sacrifice him over, you got to be thinking now, Marquette, that's a missed opportunity because you probably would have the lead right now. But they'll try to start it over here with 2 outs. Holtz to the plate. Singled and scored his last time up. They were the ones that got it going in that 5th inning. These next 3 hitters all scored to give Marquette the lead that's since been tied up.
Outside for a ball. Schrank drove in 2 last inning. Ferguson drove in 1, and that Ferguson RBI double gave Marquette the 4-3 lead, but then Jordan Briggs tied it up with an RBI single in the 6th. And here in the bottom of the 6th, it's 3-0 to Holtz here with 1 on, 2 out.
Be careful issuing another walk here. Fisher's probably stewing after giving up the lead. And he'd love to redeem himself if he can.
Strike 1 called here to Holtz, who's now in center field. He started at third base. Strike called on the inside corner.
He's run it full all the way back, but now the runner will take off from first base.
And it's outside, ball 4. A 3-2 pitch is ball 4. It's 2 on, 2 out.
Fisher walked and scored the last time up. He doesn't have a hit. It reminds me very much of the situation when Briggs was at the plate. He was hitless in the game, but he came up with a big 2-out hit to tie the game. You almost wonder if Fisher here in the same situation may be due to hit a ball hard here somewhere.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Check swing by Fisher. He couldn't pull the trigger.
Schrank is on deck, and he had a 2-run single his last time up that tied the game.
Reardon brings it home. Foul ball. Reardon has walked 2 in this inning.
Normally you don't get away with that, but he's 1 pitch away from getting away with it.
2 on, 2 out. A hit in this inning. 7 hits for Marquette. Ball inside from Logan Reardon there.
That's a good 0-2 pitch. If you want to call that a waste pitch.
Here's the next. Breaking ball, check swing, and they check the base umpire, and no swing.
I don't think they were going to give him that one. Nathan Smay wanted it.
2-2 the count with 2 on, 2 out.
I'm going to let you play umpire. What do you think?
It was close.
Don't think about it too long.
I'll say a ball. And this one is up and in, and it hit the batter. Up and in to load the bases, and Marquette will now send it to the catcher, Nick Schrank.
Now you're in trouble with, I understand there's 2 outs, but this is arguably the best hitter, best contact hitter in their lineup. He delivered last time, 1 for 3. We'll see if he can deliver here again with the go-ahead run 90 feet away.
Logan Reardon been a little shaky here coming into the game with these walks and now a hit by pitch. Did allow a single into right field. It was dumped into right field, but now Nick Schrank to the plate.
He's faced 5 batters and only retired 1 of them. So you just keep going back to that picked off leadoff man that if you don't score here, if you're Marquette, you're going to be kicking yourself.
Low and away, ball 1. We'll see if he can find the strike zone in time to keep the game tied. Schrank now up to 20 RBIs with those 2 last inning. Strike called, it's 1-1 now. Leading hitter for Marquette, 419 coming into today. Swing and a miss.
Fastball on the outside corner. Schrank swings through, comes up empty-handed. Again, Reardon 1 pitch away from getting out of this mess.
Swing and a miss, high delivery and struck him out. Schrank does not come through with the bases loaded. He strikes out. Marquette leaving the bases loaded for the 2nd time in this game. And a 4-4 game. 4-4 as we go to the 7th inning now here at Roxana Park. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Timeout! Come here! I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, coach.
American Family Insurance.
Boy, you had, again, you go back to the runner that was picked off after the leadoff walk. You'd have loved to have had that back by now because chances are you've got the lead, but now you go to the 7th inning, all knotted up, and this is almost like a sudden death situation now. Each team's going to get a plate appearance here. We're in the 7th inning. Probably first one to score is going to win this game now.
Fisher in relief, brings it into Martz, and outside for a ball.
3, 4, and 5 due up here for the Shells. You can win this game. This will be a big win for them.
Here's the next. Strike call to Nelson Martz. Wallace will be next. Brogan Fisher, right-handed pitcher, reliever for Marquette today, in relief of Hayden. Here's a ground ball to the left side. That's a base hit into left. A clean single by Martz, hit number 8 for the Shells.
2 hits on the afternoon for him now, and Wallace will come up, and he's hit the ball hard. Well, all 3 times, only has 1 hit to show for it. He's flied out his last 2 plate appearances after singling in the first.
Levi Wallace, the cleanup hitter. Fisher to Wallace. Upstairs for a ball.
I wonder if this gets into extra innings, how far they're going to allow these pitchers to go. You might see some more bullpen action here.
This one is low and away. Pops out of the glove of Schrank, but the runner stays. Martz at first base. 7th inning now. Top of the 7th. Marquette's home game because the game was originally scheduled for Gordon Moore Park once again, but moved here to Roxana. Throw over to first, and the ball gets away.
Oh, my.
And Martz didn't know it got far enough away there.
Well, and look at Nathan Smay. Boy, and you can see the first base coach helping Martz out the whole way, and I don't know if that was just a little bit of a mental block or what, that couldn't have been that he didn't hear him, but certainly got far enough away where he should have been at second base right now.
It's a ground ball rolling to short. Senior will throw to second, out there. And now Wallace is at first base with a lot of speed, 1 out.
And again, if the runner moves up, chances are it was hit slow enough where he may have been able to get into third base there. So again, a couple of base running blunders in this game by both teams.
Austin Todd to the plate now. Been on base twice. Singled and scored back in the 4th. 4th inning is when the Shells took a 3-1 lead. And Marquette led 4-3. This one's high, ball 1. It's 4-4 now in the 7th inning. Todd at the plate. Runner going, swing and a miss, and the throw down, and it's going to be interference on the batter, I believe, and Schrank made sure there was contact. So Schrank did a good job as he made it believable anyway. And now the head coach, Nathan Smay, is going to talk to the home plate umpire.
I was going to say, Todd, the batter, was going out, and he's still at the plate, but the runner at first, I believe the runner at first, he's going to be out. Or is it the other way around?
Well, the umpire and the head coach talking it over.
I thought for sure, yeah, the runner goes back to first base. Actually, shouldn't he be out in that situation if you call interference?
I think the batter is out in that situation.
Okay.
And Todd goes to the bench, so that's the call here.
So does that go down as a 2 unassisted? I don't know.
It might be the play, interference, and 2 unassisted there. 2 outs. Foul ball by Logan Reardon here, but Schrank did a good acting job, that's for sure.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do in that situation, and Reardon's going to hit for himself here. He's in the 6th spot now. He came in there when they removed Roberson from the game. Palin was the DH at the time.
Breaking ball in there for a strike to Reardon. Matt Hartnett waiting on deck. 2 outs. Runner at first base. Ground ball down the line and off the glove of the first baseman, but a foul ball just outside the bag there. Todd out number 2. And now Logan Reardon. Fisher, the stretch. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The 7th inning over for the Shells. And the game remains tied at 4-4. Roxana and Marquette, you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Do you, Casasa? Do you have a free checking account that pays you cash? Cash like greenbacks, cash like, I'm Johnny, cash like this. The massive interest you get just for putting your money into a free Casasa account. Casasa. A new word for a checking account that liberates you with no minimum balance and ATM refunds from sea to shining sea. Do you know where to get more cash? If you Casasa, you do. Do you, Casasa?
Don't just bank. Casasa, only available at America's finest community banking institutions.
The shade is starting to take over the infield now. Patches of its sun is still consuming it, and of course, the outfield still sun-drenched out there, especially in right field. The lower that sun gets, it's going to be tougher for that right fielder to be able to make any kind of a play, so something to be looking out for here as we move on to see if Marquette hits any balls the opposite way with their right-handed batters coming up here.
Plenty of sunlight left, though. Do 13, 14 innings today. No lights here, but
you can.
I knew you'd like that one.
Oh, love it.
Ferguson takes a ball low. Ferguson, 2 hits in the game. Senior and Miller to follow once again. Against Logan Reardon in relief of starter Nelson Martz. High for a ball.
In danger of a leadoff walk here, and the last thing you want to see if you're Roxana.
High, ball 4. Reardon did it last inning too, a leadoff walk. He does it again.
Do you let this runner try to steal a base here, or are you sacrificing? That's the million-dollar question.
I think I might bunt here with Senior. But we'll see what Coach Joe Silkwood does. A lot of signs over there at third base. Coaching box. And Ferguson with a lead at first. Martz will hold him on over there. Senior was going to bunt. Now they throw down. They've got the runner picked off again. And they've got Ferguson between first and second. Briggs will bring him back. Now Martz will throw. Ferguson falls down, but he gets back up to stay in a rundown. And they continue to throw it. And now they will tag him out. Finally, tag him out. Number 1, the center fielder Levi Wallace tagging him out.
I'm writing down picked off because I'm not about to write 3, 4, 6, 8, 6, 3, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all that, whatever you just had there. You had about 15 different throws there.
Too many throws for the Shells, but they got the out. I think it was 2, 3, 6, 4, 8.
And look at Joe Silkwood. He is not happy one bit, and I can't blame him. I mean, how do you allow that to happen again?
2 innings in a row and base running mistakes throughout the game.
I mean, both teams have had them. It's just you scratch your head at some of the, I don't know, they're bonehead plays. I don't know. You got to understand what the situation is, and you just can't allow that to happen.
1 out with Senior at the plate, bottom of the 7th inning.
Yeah, I was going to say the count's 1-1 here.
Nobody on base. Leadoff walk, back-to-back innings, and they're both picked off.
And on the very next pitch. I mean, you got to understand the situation. You don't get far off the bag if there's no bunt play. Just make sure the ball's put in play before you take off running like that.
Senior, number 5 hitter, fouls one back. After the game again, our Munganast Alton Toyota Player of the Game coming your way. Here's another. Strike called, strike 3, and there's 2 down now as Reardon strikes out his 3rd since coming in.
I mean, that pitch was right down the pipe.
Reardon has walked 3 and struck out 3 in relief.
It's been an adventure, let's put it that way.
Left the bases loaded last inning, and here's a strike to Miller. Nobody wants to win it.
They just want to torture us and keep us here.
Us?
Us.
Ball low to Miller. Reardon to Miller again. Swing and a miss. Two and two to Miller here with 2 outs. Upstairs and outside for ball 2. Now it's 2 and 2. Here's another. Logan Reardon brings it in. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts will finish off the 7th inning. We're going to go to extra innings now. The 8th inning coming up in a 4-4 game. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Let's go places. Not just the ones you can find on a map, but the ones you can find in your heart. Because inspiration doesn't favor those who sit still. It dances with the daring and rewards the courageous with...
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
Here we are.
Hartnett to the plate. And his 4th time at the plate, he grounded out against Fisher back in the 6th inning when Brogan came into the game in the 6th. Both starters went 5 innings.
I'm glad if I'm just now walking up and I want to know what the score is, I'm glad I don't have to look at the scoreboard to rely on it. Can you tell?
I think it's malfunctioning or not even turned on.
Something's up there. I don't know if it's...
Something's up there.
Morse code or what?
Fisher delivers. Swing and a miss. Roxana and Marquette in the 8th inning now. Fisher brings it in high as he wasted a fastball upstairs. Tomorrow, Marquette scheduled to play Metro East Lutheran, Gordon Moore Park. Here's the next. Breaking ball is a ground ball to the shortstop. Senior will wait on it, throws over to first, out there. Senior waits and waits and waits every time, and then he fires over there.
And good thing he's got a strong arm, because if he short arms that or lightens up on it just a little bit, Hartnett's going to beat that out for an infield single. I think he was the last one that did it as well, where he hits it out to shortstop and he got him by about a half a step. That might not even have been a half a step there. Here's Hargrave. He's got a big hit in this game.
Back in the 4th inning. Gave the Shells a 3-1 lead with his 2-run single with the bases loaded. But then Marquette answered with 3 runs and took a 4-3 lead. Then the Shells with a run to tie it at 4, and that's where we are here as Roxana tied it in the 6th at 4-4. And we're still tied in the 8th inning now. Fisher to Hargrave. High fastball. Fisher looks in, gets the sign from Schrank. Here's the next. Outside for a ball. 3-0.
Well, Hargrave walked and scored the tying run back in the 6th inning. You got a similar situation here.
Hargrave going to take a pitch, and it's low for a ball, and it's a 1-out walk. And the catcher at first, and it looks like we'll probably have a base runner again, courtesy runner for the catcher. That's going to be number 18 again, Brandon Hanks, to run at first base with 1 out. Both of these relievers having some trouble with walks. Fisher has now walked 3. Reardon has walked 3. One on, 1 out.
I guess we have to take some jewelry off here.
And Skiff to the plate. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. And then we go back to the top of the order again, Jordan Briggs. Fisher has walked another here. He had trouble with those walks, remember, in the 6th inning with back-to-back walks, and that's when Roxana tied the game. As Carter Hayden was in line to win the game. There's a strike called. Hayden was going to win the game, but Shells tying it with a run in the 6th inning. Here's the pitch, down and in for a ball. Like Skiff may have been wanting to bunt there. One ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. Here's the stretch and the pitch by Fisher. It's low again to Skiff. These are the 2 guys that walked back in the 6th, 8 and 9. Here's a foul ball off to the right and out of play. And it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes as Skiff tries to do something here in the 8th inning.
140 and 158. Those were our ERAs, right? What happened to that?
That was a couple of hours ago. And
talking about a 1-0 and 2-1 kind of a game. I mean, it hasn't been too high scoring of a game, but I certainly didn't expect this.
4-4 in the 8th inning in the pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. Skiff was fooled, and he strikes out.
That's what you call one of those knee bucklers. You're at the mercy of the home plate umpire, and once he punches you out, just walk away quietly because you had no chance.
Briggs had a good at-bat against Fisher. His last time up, he tied the game with an RBI single in the 6th.
I might look to get this runner in motion here with 2 outs.
Breaking ball and ball 1, I believe.
We've been guessing all afternoon, so we'll keep guessing.
We'll see.
Because a ball and a strike is kind of the same motion to this home plate umpire.
Check swing, foul ball to the Roxana dugout. Didn't mean to swing, it was up high.
Jordan's 5th plate appearance. He's 1 for 3. He was hit by a pitch and scored in the 1st. Struck out looking in the 3rd. Flied out to center in the 5th. RBI single in the 6th. Here he is in the 8th.
He's hit the ball pretty good the last 2 times up. Swing and a miss here. Fastball away. Fisher to Briggs. 2 outs, runner at first base. And the pitch. And a ball outside. Pitcher and catcher were headed to the dugout. Not strike 3 yet.
It's a good spot, but not strike material there.
Briggs ready to go again in the batter's box. Fisher checks the runner at first base. And the pitch on the way. Breaking ball is hit to the right side. Second baseman has it roll under his glove. And the Roxana runner taking off toward third. They throw it there, and he is tagged out. Another base running mistake as the runner didn't stop at second. He kept on coming, and the ball was still on the infield.
I don't know what these runners are doing. I really don't today. That's just, these head coaches are they're gonna lose some sleep tonight after, especially the one that loses this game today.
So, middle of the 8th inning, and we're still tied. 4-4, Roxana and Marquette. Bottom of the 8th coming up. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Let's go places. Not just the ones you can find on a map, but the ones you can find in your heart. Because inspiration doesn't favor those who sit still. It dances with the daring and rewards the courageous with ideas. Ideas that inspire. Ideas that take you places you never imagined. Ideas big enough to make the heart skip a beat. And in some cases, maybe 2. Toyota, let's go places.
Bottom of the 8th inning now, and bottom of the order for Marquette. Hofert, Hayden, Peterball against Logan Reardon, and the relievers are still in there. They've gone 3 innings apiece. The starters went 5 innings each, and now it's Reardon for his 3rd inning of relief. Bottom of the 8th inning, Shells and Explorers tied at 4 in extra innings here. Reardon brings one in, and fly ball to center field. Center fielder drifting back. Levi Wallace under it, has it. Deep in center, 1 out.
1 pitch. Played him well. 1 out.
Carter Hayden now at the dish. Right-handed batter will take high, ball 1. Extra innings here, the 8th inning. The pitch, swing and a fly ball into right center field. It's going to slice toward the right fielder, and Hartnett will make the grab, 2 down.
Making quick work, Reardon is here, of Marquette hitters, facing 7, 8, and 9. 3 pitches to get 2 outs, and One more out away, and we go to the 9th.
Pitch is a ball to Peter Ball, the number 9 hitter, with 2 outs here for Marquette. Another extra inning game going on in the area. Edwardsville and Belleville West. 2-2 after 7. Is that what we got? 2-2?
Correct.
Edwardsville and Belleville West in extra innings now, too. Baseball. The Southwestern Conference. Here's a ball up and in. Number 9 hitter for Marquette. Reardon brings it home. It's high again, and it's ball 4 to bring in the leadoff man, Danny Holtz.
Haven't I mentioned this song and dance once before? You're walking batters in the bottom of the order. You get it back to the top. Asking for trouble.
4 walks,
Yeah.
4 strikeouts for Reardon since he's come in the game. At least 1 walk in every inning, 6th, 7th, and 8th innings here since he's come in.
He's kind of been at both ends of the spectrum, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm. This one has popped up. Catcher coming back, and he can't get it. May have overrun it a little bit there in foul territory.
Yes, he did. And that ball should have been caught.
Good hustle by Hargrave. He got to it way back here near the fence. But a foul ball. 2 strikes to Danny Holtz. Holtz will watch this one sail low and away, way outside. Hargrave back behind the dish, gives the sign to Reardon. Logan Reardon the stretch. Swing and a foul back. Runner at first, and 2 down here, 2 out walk. Here's the next. Ground ball to third. It takes a bad hop on Foss and jumps into left field over his right shoulder. He was there. He was in front of it, waiting for it, and then it took a bad hop.
Do we want to call that a bad hop single?
I think we might.
You almost have to, because I have a hard time giving a kid an error on that play. When you're there and it hit something because it bounded, it jumped up at him quick, not expecting it, because that ball did stay down.
And no chance to even touch it, knock it down, or anything after it took that hop. Ball 1 to Brogan Fisher.
And here's that 2 out something where you get the first 2 outs. He got them on what, 3 pitches?
Mm-hmm.
And now a base hit could end this game. And it's a 2-0 count. And
ball 3 high, and maybe that's all it took in this kind of a game is a bad hop to give one team an advantage, an edge here.
After everything we've seen today so far.
Something as little as that. Here's one that's popped up on 3-0 on the infield.
Oh, my goodness.
And the pitcher, Reardon, has it up the third base line. And Coach Joe Silkwood, I think, giving him the take sign. And Fisher pops up on the infield. And that's the end of the 8th inning. We'll go to the 9th. It's still 4-4. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Timeout. Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, Coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, Coach.
American Family Insurance.
Back in Shell Country again, Roxana Park. Here we go. Another inning, the 9th inning now in a 4-4 game. Roxana, Chance Foss will lead things off. Then it's Nelson Martz, Levi Wallace, and the bullpens are quiet at the moment. And here comes Foss, and here come the Shells in the top of the 9th. The 9th inning. 4-4 game. We've been tied since the 6th inning.
Where are the portable lights at? We might need them.
I told you. Still had a little bit of light.
Well, you said 13, 14 innings. I don't think we can make.
We're getting there.
I don't think we can make the daylight if we get that far.
Not with all these walks. Things that are happening here. Nothing surprises us anymore. In this kind of a game, wild, wacky. Here's ball 2 from Fisher. In his 4th inning of relief. Starters went 5 for both teams. There's a ground ball to the right side. Gets by the first baseman. Second baseman, though, to the pitcher.
Nice play.
Covering Peterbaugh to Fisher for the out.
Did Miller even deflect that at all, or did he just completely miss it?
I think he missed it.
He'd get there to backhand it, but nice job by Peterbaugh to back it up, stay with the play. You're a little bit obstructed on the play because of your first baseman trying to backhand it. Does a nice job of leading his pitcher to the base, and they get the out. 2-0 pitch, kind of a peculiar swing there, too.
Here's a foul back and out of play. Looked like a check swing there, and that maybe put Chance Foss in the batter's box for a little while. He didn't jump out of there right away. And it cost him at first base, really. I'm not sure how much closer it would have been, but out at first, 1 out. The pitch to Martz. Breaking ball strike, 0-2.
We're getting towards the end of April, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are my feet cold?
You don't like these 40s?
No. Why am I talking about cold feet in late April?
Outside to Martz.
Cold hands, coats, blankets. A little bit of everything.
Here's a line drive, and the shortstop will make the play. Soft liner to short, 2 down.
He ran a fastball in on the hands, and good bat speed there by Martz to turn on it, but I don't think he got it on the sweet spot of the bat. And quickly 2 up and 2 down here, and we'll see if Marquette can get their second 1-2-3 inning of the game. It's only happened once.
And we're in the 9th inning now. Levi Wallace to the plate. Swing and a miss. 7 o'clock. You're in tune to WBGZ Alton.
You didn't expect to be bellowing that one out, did you?
Are we
7 o'clock.
3 hours yet?
I'm wondering if you're going to make it to 8 o'clock. Hopefully you don't.
Hopefully. Levi Wallace at the plate with 2 outs. Roxana with nothing shaking here, nobody on base. And here's a ground ball, slowly hit to third. Hayden will throw to first for the out. Shells down 1-2-3 in the 9th. Middle of the 9th inning. 4-4 score. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Let's go places. Not just the ones you can find on a map.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Do you, Casasa? Do you have a free checking account that pays you cash? Cash like greenbacks, cash like, I'm Johnny, cash like this. The massive interest you get just for putting your money into a free Casasa account. Casasa. A new word for a checking account that liberates you with no minimum balance and ATM refunds from sea to shining sea. Do you know where to get more cash? If you Casasa, you do. Do you Casasa?
Don't just bank. Casasa, only available at America's finest community banking institutions.
Bottom of the 9th inning, and with Louis Korak, Brent Birkeland here in a 4-4 game at Roxana Park. Shells and Explorers battling today, and we're still battling into the bottom of the 9th inning now.
3, 4, and 5 due up in the Marquette batting order. Can we quit putting zeros up on the scoreboard?
We shall see. Marquette, I think, has left 10 runners on base. 9 left for Roxana.
You are correct. And that's why we're in the 9th inning.
In a 4-4 game. Ball 1. Marquette has left the bases loaded twice. In the 4th and in the 6th, there's a pitch high for a ball, and there's been plenty of walks, especially lately, for both teams, both pitchers. Reardon brings it in. Schrank fouls one as he was way out in front of that one, down into left field.
Well, he was sitting on something, but like you said, he got out in front of it. If he could have squared up with that, that was going to be trouble for Roxana and looking good for Marquette. 2-0 count. He was licking his chops there.
Swing and a miss. Seven o'clock hour. Pitch on the way. Swing and a line drive. Hooking foul again. And it is a foul ball.
Not by a whole lot that time.
Too dark to see out there in that left field corner, but I'll take your word for it. Not really. We have a little bit of sunshine here, 7 o'clock.
Not where we're sitting, we don't.
We haven't for a couple of hours where we're sitting here. In the shadows of the RiverBender.com truck. The big truck. Here's a pop off the end of the bat. Dropping quickly in right. Hartnett coming in. He'll make the catch. A late jump there. He thought it was coming further out there to him, but he got under it and won out.
Well, the sun is starting to become a non-factor now because it's lightening up out there in right field.
That'll bring in Jeffrey Ferguson for the 5th time today.
We don't dare. No. We don't dare start talking about suspended because of darkness, do we?
Sure. I mentioned that a couple innings ago, and I was sort of kidding.
No, you weren't, but that's all right.
Roxana bullpen loosening up down there. Ferguson fouls it back. Jacob Wood, number 15, it looks like down there. Right-hander for Roxana in the bullpen. This one bounces in for a ball. And then you start wondering, would they even have a chance to finish the game, make it up, because there's not a lot of time and these aren't conference games.
That's what I was just thinking. It's not a conference game, so
forget it.
There's no ties in baseball. Come on.
Only in a game like this. Here's one that scoots by the third baseman. Ferguson hit it hard, and He will be at first as this one gets by Foss at third base.
Now that's a play he's got to make, though. He's there and just took a bad angle to it. I mean, he didn't really get the glove down. He threw his glove down, just kind of took a stab at it, and it went right underneath him. And a one-out error, and Ferguson on base for the 4th time today. Remember, he was picked off 2 innings ago in this very situation, maybe a bunt situation here.
Austin Senior with 1 on, 1 out. That's something we haven't had a whole lot of, is errors. I think 2 on each team, and
yeah, it's been a pretty clean game.
You'd think we'd
standpoint.
Have 4 or 5 errors. Here's one in the gap, left center field, and it comes down, and Levi Wallace will bring it back. Ferguson is going to try to score. It misses the cutoff, and Ferguson will score. Marquette with a win on a drive by Austin Senior into left center field in the 9th inning, and he wins it for Marquette.
Boy, it was a hard-hit ball, and I'll tell you what, Wallace did a great job of getting to that ball and getting it back into the infield. I didn't think there was no way in the world that Joe Silkwood was going to send the runner there. I'm thinking, take your second and third and nobody out, and take your chances there with the next batter up, but he was aggressive on it, and like you said, once it missed the cutoff, there was no getting Ferguson out at the plate, and Senior comes up with the big RBI hit.
5-4 in 9 innings. The Explorers beat the Roxana Shells in a wild one here today in extra innings. We'll be back with the postgame in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Macias Insurance, professional, independent insurance agents. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else. Toyota. Let's go places. Visit www.buyatoyota.com.